welcome back to my channel. It's your girl MagsMilano and I'm back with a new video. So today's video is all about how to get a job in luxury houses. So that can be Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, all of them. We're gonna get it all covered in today's video. So I was gonna do this video anyway, but then I got a comment from real life cows. So then I thought, why not? I wanna do it, you wanna see it, so it's a win-win. So I'm just going to give you a quick history on how I got into luxury retail. I've worked in Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Bottega Veneta, Valentino, Alexander McQueen, and the list goes on. And I'm going to give you guys all the tea and tips on how to get your foot in the door. Because there was a time where I thought I'm never going to be able to work in these luxury brands, but I managed to do it. And when I got into it, I was only around 18 or 19. So regardless if you're young or you're a bit older, it doesn't matter. These tips are going to work for everyone, okay? So how I got into luxury retail is through something called an agency. I'm not sure if you've heard that term before, but basically what an agency is. So an agency is basically just a recruitment company who hires temps to work for these brands. So the brand will contact the agency and tell the agency, look, we're short in staff, we need some more people, give me some people. And the agency will then do interviews or have people that they already have in-house and send them out to the jobs basically. So when you're first starting, guys, you want to type on Google luxury agencies and there's literally loads to pick from. I'm going to put some on the screen if I can find some, but literally there's loads to pick from, guys. So just do your research, read through them, figure out which one you think suits you better, which pay you like better, and yeah, all of that. What I usually did as well, I used to apply for loads of different agencies. So I could literally be with a couple agencies at the same time doing different jobs. So it's just loads of different streams of income coming in. So once you find the agency that you want to work for, you want to go on the website and register. You want to register to the agency so that the agency can represent you. So guys, when you're registering, you're basically just uploading your CV. So your CV is obviously going to be your money maker. You want to make sure your CV is on point. Your CV has to list all of the past experiences you had and everything. Literally, guys, make sure your CV is in tip-top shape before you apply. So to work in luxury retail, you don't actually need loads of luxury experience. So you don't need to have worked in loads of the big fashion houses. All you really do need is customer service and retail experience. So that can be waitressing, working in normal shops like Topshop, River Island, and so on. So with those past jobs that you have had, just make sure that you list all of the skills that you gained on your CV. So for example, working as a waitress is a hectic environment, I can imagine. So as a waitress, you need to be able to multitask because the shop floor is super busy and you're doing 101 things all at the same time. You also need to be able to work in busy environments, obviously, because like I just said, the shop floor is crazy busy. So these are the things that you want to state on your CV. I'm a person that can work under pressure, I can work under stress. You've learned how to communicate with angry customers, happy customers, managers that's hard to deal with, staff who are hard to deal with. So just make sure you've listed all of those skills in your CV as well. And that looks great on your CV because what employer would not want that? So after you've done that, hopefully the agency will contact you. This can be via email or a phone call. So make sure you're checking your emails regularly. So don't be like me and put your phone on mute and miss your calls all the time. So when they call you, they're probably going to have like an informal conversation with you at the time. Even though they say it's informal, make sure you're prepared. So please do some research on the agency you've applied for. Just a little brief history so that when they do ask you questions, you know what you're talking about rather than having to like think about it, if you know what I mean. Don't allow them to let you have a little slip up because that's what they're trying to do and that's what we're not trying to do, okay?
Hi.
Okay.
So once the telephone conversation is done, they'll probably invite you to a face-to-face interview. Bear in mind, guys, that these face-to-face interviews is usually a group interview. So there's a group of around 6 to 8 people there. Could be more, could be less, but that's roughly what it usually is. So when you're going to an interview, make sure you look the part. What I usually do is I wear all black, so maybe some black tailored trousers, a black blouse or a black top, and maybe a blazer or something. Make sure you're smelling good, make sure you're looking good, make sure your makeup looks nice. Some fashion houses don't really like a lot of makeup, they don't like the full beat, they just want something more natural, more soft. So just bear that in mind as well. Sometimes when the agency sends you an email to invite you to an interview, they do have the uniform guidelines in the email, so check out for that as well. Because like I said, you want to go to the interview already looking like you work there. That's the goal. So like I said, the interview will most likely be a group interview. So they'll get you to do a variety of different tasks within the group. One of the tasks that they usually get you to do is to introduce yourself and say an interesting fact about yourself. So for me, for example, I would say, hi everyone, my name is Margit and I used to live in Austria. You know what I mean? Just a little icebreaker, something that they can get to know you with, and you can kind of get to know everyone else that's there as well, so that you can feel a bit more comfortable and get the interview actually rolling. So once all of that is over, they'll probably tell you a bit more about what they are, who the agency is. So who they are, what they stand for, what their beliefs are, what they expect from you, blah de blah de blah de blah. So once all of that is over, they'll probably get you to do a group task. So I believe I've had 2 tasks before. One of them is I will listen to the person sitting next to me, and I will listen to all of her previous history, all of the experience that she's had in the past, all of anything interesting that she wants to tell me, and I'll have to relay that back to the team. And I believe they do this task to check your listening skills, to check how much you can listen, how much you can take in, how accurate you're able to relay the information back. Do you know what I mean? So just make sure you're listening properly, make sure you're able to deliver what the person said to you to the team effectively. Another task that they most likely will get you to do is to sell something. So they'll give you something completely random, like AirPods. So for example, you'd have to sell these AirPods to the team. So these are a pair of white AirPods. They're really small and practical because you can put them in your bag, you can fit them in your pocket, you can just be on the go with them. They're also wireless, so you can put them in your ear without having to worry about the strings and everything. You know, the ghetto.
Oh, the ghetto. The ghetto. The ghetto.
So in this activity, what they're looking for is your selling techniques. Please, you need to be able to sell. That is the main thing in luxury fashion. You need to be able to sell. You want the customer to buy something. Even better if you can get them to buy 3 or 4 things in the same transaction. That's amazing, but that's another story. So in that interview process, when they give you something to sell it with your heart, guys. Sell it with every being in you. So at the end of the recruitment day of the agency, they'll probably let you know if you've been successful or not. And if you have, congratulations, well done. But then there's stage 2. So for me, for example, when I got the job at Gucci, I had to do another interview with the Selfridges manager. Guys, I was more nervous for that interview than I was for the agency, because it's the Selfridges manager. She could literally tell me no right there and then. And I wasn't too sure what to expect from the interview, but it's just all the basic interview questions. Why do you want to work for us? What skills do you have? What do you think that you can bring to our team that will benefit us? And a lot of scenario-based questions. So what would you do if a customer did this? What would you do if you're short in staff? Stuff like that. She also asked me a question that really threw me off. She asked me who my celebrity inspiration is. And anyone that knows me knows Nicki Minaj. We go way back. Like, I love me some Nicki Minaj. I'm a barb for life. But I thought, is this a trick question? Is she trying to catch me out? So I think I said Obama or something. The main thing I can say, guys, is just make sure you're prepared. Be prepared in the dynamic you're going to be in, meeting new people. Maybe if you're a shy person, maybe practice this at home with your family or friends, or even look in the mirror and just talk to yourself. Do you know what I mean? Just make sure you're prepared so when you get there on the day, it's not like a nerve-wracking experience too much anyway. Because bear in mind, there's about 8 other people that are fighting to be in the same position that you want to be in. You want to be the person that when whoever leaves, they remember you positively. Like, oh, that girl really stood out. That girl, she was really confident. I think she would be really good on the shop floor. You don't want to be the person that, like, they say, oh, do you remember whoever? They're thinking, wait, who was that again? No, you want to stand out, guys. You want to stand out. Let them remember you, okay? But bear in mind, guys, this may not be the same case for you, because I've applied for a different agency before where I was working for Louis Vuitton, and after I was successful with the agency, I didn't have to do another interview with anyone else. I just started working, and that was for LV, like I said. So but regardless, it's good to be prepared anyway. When I got the job for Gucci, I actually worked there for 2 years, and my Gucci store manager offered me a job permanently. So to be like a permanent Gucci staff and not an agency staff member. But I actually declined because at the time I was at college, I was studying. So I like the flexibility of just being an agency worker, being able to pick my shifts and come in when I want to come in and not when I don't want to. But my point in saying this is just to tell you that just because you're doing agency, that doesn't mean that you won't be able to work there permanently. Because I've got some other friends who did the same route that I did and managed to secure a permanent position in that house. So don't be disheartened. Don't think, oh, because it's agency, I'm just going to be stuck as an agency worker. No, once you get your foot in the door, there's loads of opportunities to grow with the brand and become a permanent in that brand. The only con about being an agency worker is that you don't get the discounts. I know it's a bummer, we all want it, but you do have colleagues there, so if you make friends with them, some of your colleagues could just use their discount for you. Some won't, some will, but it's worth a try. But what I'm trying to say is you never know, because my manager at Gucci kept offering me jobs, maybe about like 3 times, and every time I would say no. But to be fair, there was a time where I actually did want the job, but then they had already hired someone. So there was a lot of back and forth. But like I said, I didn't really mind because I liked the flexibility that I had of being an agency worker. Me and my manager got on so well. The staff there, the team there was so nice. Everyone was so friendly. Like, I had a really good experience with the Gucci store. So just make sure that once you do get the job in the fashion house with the agency, make sure you're selling yourself. Come to work on time, do the job, be a quick learner, learn how to sell, and you never know, you might be offered a permanent position as well, if that's what you want. If you want me to do some more videos on these fashion houses, how the atmosphere is like, how the working environment is like, how the staff and management is like, please comment that down below, because I can definitely do that for you, because I have a bunch of stories to tell. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. People, you know, help your girl out. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.